Walls Wales is a multi-agency family-focused resettlement initiative that was based in HMP Park. The three key aims of the project really are to reduce reoffending amongst the prisoner participants and also to improve the quality of family life and community inclusion for all family members. And also a key aim of the project was to reduce intergenerational offending. And that in many ways acted as a catalyst for the prisoners in terms of their motivation to change and to reduce their reoffending. Similarly with the adult parents in the community, the carers, not just mums but grandparents as well, by helping them to become more aware of their children's needs and to improve their parenting skills. We also saw a drop in the number of children requiring support from social services, so there was a fall in the number of children on the at-risk register. But one of the key successes of the project, which is really important to highlight, was the relationship that Invisible Walls built with the schools, whereby the school would nominate a single point of contact who would be educated by the prison as to the needs of children and families of prisoners. So that family approach is really starting to influence prisons around the world. Also, last year, the Lord Farmer was commissioned by the government to undertake a review of how prisons were working with children and families of prisoners. And the family approach in Park was highlighted as a key exemplar of what prisons should be doing. And I think, in fact, one of the quotes within that project was along the lines of, if other prisons in the UK were doing what Park were doing, the UK would be a leading light or leading the way in the way prisons are working with children and families.
The concept of Invisible Walls was formed from a range of other successful work that we've done in the prison and in the community, and also kind of learning from other places as well. And so that's why it's called Invisible Walls, is working with that concept of connecting, reconnecting, engaging families through the prison wall. And particularly with the men, we want them to turn back on that valve of empathy. The work of the project has gone across 5 continents at this stage. Aspects of it have been replicated in other prisons in other countries. And from something that began in Park Prison in Bridgend, that's something to be very proud of. But there's no way that would have been achieved without the evaluation and the research. It just wouldn't be credible. So that was a critical aspect of it. One of the big impacts has been it enabled us to have the credibility to have a seat at the table of the Lord Farmer review into looking at the support and the current status for children and families of prisoners in England and Wales. And since it's been published in 2017, all 19 recommendations have been endorsed by the Prisons Minister and the Justice Secretary, and are now being implemented by the prison service. So every prison has a responsibility, every prison governor has a responsibility to implement these recommendations. We were part of that, and we were part of that because Invisible Walls created a vehicle of credibility.